Steve, Irfad, Tasulagum Gawil Shiv Galer Gama. So I hope you're all well. My name is Arlene Conway and I'm an Irish teacher here at ExamRevision. And Thomas Con Bugoning Larrits a yin of inu, Fween Gaelga na Hora Testa, August na Multi Ata Agam Dievsha. So we're going to do a little chat today about some of the recommendations I have for you all, August Shiv ex daughter. Le hai na hora testa. So, nor haimid eraig. So, haimid fad will go fápar agunne. Pápar hain agus pápar do. So, don orid level fápar hain, tá tliús tiskint agus tá an rain capadorta agunne. Pápar do, tá gá leif hiskint tá cursi filiachta, tá cursi pros agus an sin an litriocht bresha atá So, modder lesh on gluis tiskint. So, with our gluis tiskint, cared iad na ruddy is távagdi. So, what are our most important pieces of information in gluis tiskint? Well, Dean Kincha go will na dati olis agosha. So, make sure that you know dati fod. Okay, so Killian Shishin. Being on bopper. So it's usually on our papers. We have lots of doti eigsula. So we have a lot of different dates. So marhampla, rudigan fui kursi ibra. So if we're talking about work, so if there's a fogra pushed, agus hagen shishin degana gakdar blim, nearly every second year there's something about a fogra pushed So do I know the date? What is Brook data? Done fogra pushed. So what is the deadline? Done fogra pushed and shin. And will shin olis aganu. Do I know that? Okay, so nadati. Again, le kursi ivrica with numbers. There's different ways of saying the same thing. So do I know on diffriot? You're telling me a core of dinner when I'm counting somebody or counting people, as opposed to egg count fui ruddy, kasula piano one, gofian. Do I know the differences, the rules between those? Ko ma lishin, as well as that. Do I know the difference then when something is in a chronological order? And well, on diffriot eroglasagum, do I know the difference? So just be cormac le shnadati agus na hivrica. Arish, pastor focal fui le a gown le cursi eyebrow. So when we're talking about work matters, there is a list of store focal fui le. Gisula agalev, firm iritus, spruck data, call the riachtanuka, the necessary qualifications, on will on store focal shin erolisagum. Do I know that particular store focal? Mar hagen sheet aeneas, like on tamer fod, because they come up in glue stishkint on tamer fod. So fig na kashna a honic aeneas na popper. Look at the questions that have come up on the paper fatna blianta for the last couple of years. Do I know them? Am I able to translate them? I should always have an ava share in Akalum. So I always should have a highlighter beside me. And nor a ton pauper gut when the superintendent has put on the listening, there's always going to be truck a second no ní smó, nuair atá sé ag caint, just ag torch na rudí generalta when they're giving the person the general lay of the land, when they're saying this Clúisiscint is British Iascadi, quid A, quid B, quid C. Okay, so nuair atá sé sin ar siúl, you should be highlighting all of the most important pieces of information. So nád in darm between all share. Now modern lesson store focal, and this will help you with your lay of tishkin to come on. Ein store focal, no ein focal nua a aiken shiv, idir nish agus dera an cuasa. Dean keenche geschriven shiv a shias. Jot down any new vocab that you come across. Tashe an tavagduk. It is very, very important to have it. Neil clue da liadagwiv. We don't know what's going to come up. So we need to have nyart store focal. We need to have loads and loads of store focal stock and chin. On úsáid as na hapana. Use your app. So any of your exam papers, most of them will have an app agown leis. So instead of years ago, there used to be a CD with them for your clúisteiscint, and nish tá gachar their app. Now everything's on an app. So déan cínte gohfuil sé sin the phone póca. Make sure it's on your phone. Íslódal é sin, download it, have it on your phone, ready to go. Okay? Agus margin on scrúdú on the morning of your exam. Curna clús on stock, put in your headphones, agus éis le gaeilge. Listen to Irish. It shouldn't be the first time you're hain to a stock scrúdú. It shouldn't be the first time that you hear gaeilge. You should be listening out for dialects. Have them ready. You're prepared. Cuiga connacht, cuiga ola, cuiga moon. You listen to them on the way in, Erin, Cor, Maidin. No Beiger, Erin Mus, nor to exshul a stock. So make sure you've listened to Gaeilge, Maidin. Now, on Ryan Capadorca, so your composition piece. Take it you mean your fod will piece and a scríomh again. We all know we have a written piece to write. Ashta, díosbúracht, órad, no scale. Okay, céad mark atá ann, so we do know it is 100 marks. Céim sort rudí gur féidir linn a bheith ag dtír isteach. What kind of things could we be looking at? Well, taking in your fod and Nura, last year we did have our Custis Martala in Erin. Tá sé fósaí bhaim na leitheanta seo. It's still happening these days. But ní raibh aon rud ráite faoin 5 na tuíochta. Okay, 5 na tuíochta hasn't come up by itself. Cheist I gceann cúpla bliana in a few years. So I would be paying attention to that. Tá sé fósaí mór na réime. Still, it's 5-4 na leitheanta seo. It's still a big problem, na leitheanta seo. So I definitely would make sure I know rud éigean bunatha air. Now, Carúlacht agus Foréigean. A question hasn't come up about Foréigean in a éonar facúpla blian for a couple of years. Now, in Nura, we did have Agor in Erin. We did have Injustice in Ireland, but we didn't have Foréigean in a éonar. Carúlacht tháinig sé sin nuas sa bhliain fiche. So in 2020 on that paper, bhí Carúlacht ann, on Carúlacht I sail on Léniu, sin an tedéile bhí ann, that was the title. So you could absolutely link Carúlacht and Foréigean le céile. And with our revision courses of siúil I gceann cúpla seachtainna, I'm going to be putting a major focus on Carúlacht and Foréigean because tá neart rudí ann. There's so much there, so I'm going to be showing you how to break it down and to use it to your advantage. Tá sé bh scríomh. Arís na pólatóirí ní raibh aon rud ann le cúpla blian. Sa bhliain fiche in 2020, we did have a díospóireacht dar tedéil déanann na pólatóirí obair maithe son na tíre. Okay, so ní raibh sé sin ann le haghaidh ón bhliain fiche. So we didn't have that since 2020. So again, these are just ideas. Okay, smuinchi, ag fécinn dear na pápéir, ag fécinn dear na rudí a chóirla aníos I gceann cúpla bliana. Now gach blian, every year, we do know we have our tedéil oscailta. We do have our open-ended essay titles. Agus bíonn siad ann. They're usually there every year. So ná den darmid orthu. If you plan your essay correctly, you can get the most out of it. Tóg 10 nóméid, take 10 minutes, con plan scríomh. Agus caróg sé go mór live. It will really, really help you when you have that planned efficiently. It takes the pressure off you. You might be lachanach a stick, you might have a page done, and then fake into a rash Erin plan. Okay? It just keeps you on track. So déan cínte go ndéanann sibh plan. Make sure that you do a plan tá siad an tábhachtach le haine rudí seo. Now, I want to show you cúpla rud bunatha on sieve exam revision. So I'm going to be showing you a little bit about our sieve that we have, our page ExamRevision.ie. So, as you might know, some of you might use this already and use the platform, But if you don't know, we do have our PowerPoint presentations full of our notes. We have our H1 notes, Lahai Kursi or Testa for Leaving Cert. I'm going to show you one of the features that I really like. It's the exam paper question feature, which is very, very useful. We have all our marking schemes for the papers are up online. We have quizzes also, and very handy reflection log that you can keep track of what things you have studied, what questions you have done. Okay, so Tanyart rudi tá an úsáide cna lehénta seo. Smuoiníonn nóair atá sibh scríobh astí. Think of when you're writing your essay. You might be able to say that you were using ExamRevision, nóair bhí sibh déanamh stadar an or test. So the subjects that we have done tra Hoshrakanchen is Irish, English, Maths, History, Science, Geography, Business, and Home Ec. Lahai Kursi na Huirtesta, you can see we have Irish, English, Maths, higher and ordinary level, History, Geography, Ag Science, Physics, Applied Maths, Biology, Chemistry, Business, Economics, French, Spanish, Music, and PE. Now, I'm going to share my screen here, so you're going to be able to take a quick look at our platform and see what it looks like. So you can see here, Tamisha Lagala stock. So I'm logged in here. My room are Gaelga. I'll click into Gaelga. You can check here. We have our Filiocht, our Bale Trail, Ivian, Litriot Brescia, Lev Tishkinch, Capadoric and Ryan Capadoric an Shin, Pros August on Clues Tishkinch. So, my A community stock are on Capadoric and Shaw. So, fake fish you will see here that we have fish on. Okay, so you can go through the videos. You can look at the presentations or FOD, the noti, quizzes, and the exam questions. So this is a very, very handy feature. So in our hand to his down, you will see on Pauper O and Nura. So you'll see last year's paper there. August more ruined to air. If you click on it then, you will get your scheme verkala. You get your marking scheme for each of them. So Tasha on úsáideach ar fad. Very, very handy. You can also add this to an exam builder, so you can create your own exam for yourself. We also have a timer on the website, which is handy, especially for na cash na Filiochta agus pros. Set yourself a time and you have to have the question done at that time. You can download all the marking schemes in a PDF, which is on úsáideach. And for the questions, you might want to put a list together of all the questions that came up on Gavin Marhampa. And you can pop it in there and get all your questions. So Tasha on úsáideach ar fad. And it's not only available in Gaeilge, we have it for all our other subjects also. So Tasha on úsáideach. Okay, and again, we have over 200 plus 5-star reviews available from students and from parents on our platform. And again, why not try it? We have a discount code there, Fiha tips, so 2024 tips to get 10% off a package. And try it. You never know until you try, Maradirter. So Arash Craig Cursi Filiochta. So let's talk about Filiochta Harna Blianta. So if we go back looking at the last couple of years, an Nura vi Magrossa agus an Spapin an Bopper, an Blian Riva, sa Blian Fiha Do, vi an Tarakir agus Kulskar Own, agus sa Blian Fiha Hain, vi an Spalpin Phonic agus Gavin Own. So I absolutely wouldn't be going Jocks a Screwdo, gan Gavin about Ray, without Gavin, having Gavin Ray Hundul. Having your questions ready to go on Gavin. Arish nor a Smuinian muid na show when we think about these. Tommy egg dear is jock cutters knocked pre of Iavana and ruddy no shin. Questions like that. Keish grieve on dawn. Sail agus sehir on illa. On Tedale runake. Is it a suitable title? Ruddy no shin. Things like that. Nuair a hagann sé le géhan agus a lehéid when it comes to géhan, have a look at príomh smuointe. Íomháin agus Cuttersnacht. I always say, mátá tú in an leird faoi, if you're able to speak about the poem, by tú in an scríomh faoi, you absolutely will be able to write about it. An Tedé le rúnach é, is it a suitable title? Agus céim fá? Conna sa hui sé I bhaim ort? How did it affect you? Agus céim fá? Agus sail agus séhir an illa. Ná den darmid séhir a lua. Don't forget to mention your séhir because so many people, so many students forget to talk about séhir an illa. Okay, and you do get marks for that piece. You get a mark for naming it, ceann one le haid sail, or marks for sail, just gábharc le haid séhir, and then 2 other marks from either or. So déan cínse go luúin sibh é. Make sure that you study that. And again, Biomagic Dearest Shock Air and Stuff Shop. We'll be going into this kind of stuff in more detail on our revision courses that are available in May. So we'll be delving into these, seeing how we start the questions agus a lehéid. Nuair a hagann sé le cuairsaí próid an sin, ag fécinn tarna blianta. When we look back, sa bhliain 2023, bhí oisiní tír na nóg agus díos ann. Sa bhliain 2022, Cocamillis agus her lamabok. Sa bhliain 2021, oisiní tír na nóg agus díos. So I definitely wouldn't be going into the scrúdú gan Cocamillis agus her lamabok a bheith ar bhfuil sa bhuibh. Okay, agus tá rudí faoi le ann. So again, make sure that you do know these. Okay, tá gachford a bheith ar bhfuil sa bhuibh. We do need to know all of them. You could keen atá ann, all 5, but particular attention to Cocamillis and to her lamabok. So Tomid ag smuoine faoi Cocamillis. So what kind of things we'll be looking at for Cocamillis? Well, an cadrih idir Catherine agus Paul. So the relationship idir an Birch, Catherine mar character, Paul mar character, and then the technique di scaniota. Okay, just to keep those in mind, like we get some close-ups, tríd písa an fuam, na dahanna atá ann, tá na písa sin an tábhachtach. Nuair táid ag caint faoi her lamabok, lí sin mar character na ceisina ar tháinig níos thar na blianta, bíonn siad ag díreasteach ar lí sin agus an tongra atá eici ar a thlán. So ná déan darmid faoi sin chomá. Sail egg on shin ceist eile. So again, that's another question that we have. Sail egg on. Cén sort sail a bhí ann egg on? What kind of life did they have egg on shin at that time? Okay, bhí sé suite le linn an tíger Celtic ar nóí. Arís nuair táid ag díreasteach ar an léamh tuiscint. Okay, again, stórfocal an rud is tábhachtaí, ach le haid ceist sé A agus B na haimsrí ar fád. So pay particular attention go háirithe leis an bríthir saor. There tends to be questions about an bríthir saor, who was an sin, comma le céim le champóid na hadiaachta. So sin bun céim, breis céim agus suair céim. Bíonn ceisna ann bunathe ar an tuisce ginneacha, comma. Le haid sé B tréfra an duine. Okay, so mátá an léamh tuiscint bunathe ar duine faoi le, bíonn tréfra ann leis na daoine sin, agus conas a hui an shlucht I bhaim ort. And then how did the extract affect you? So what kind of emotions a bhí onad leis an stuff seo. Again, just to remind you, we do have our one-day revision courses coming up starting Saturday the 18th until Sunday the 26th of May for Dalchi and Dainab na Testa and for junior cycle students. So again, we'll be going through more of what we discussed today in more detail. So again, I would encourage you to come and do a revision course with us and be fully prepped for June. So again, if you're not signed up to our website, Hannafane, why not try now? We have our code Lakisha on show, our discount code, tips, and you can get 10% off our complete package. So Rish, Gurmila Mahagwev as Eichducht Lum in you. Fasul agum Gamaishib Gabra Lesh on Screwdu. So gnáirí libh ar fad.